8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey, what's up, fam? Welcome back to this episode of 49 Faithfully. We're your hosts, Miriah Lee and Teran Lewis. TL, what's up, my guy? How you doing? Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, happy Wednesday. I'm doing pretty good. I just looked at the date and I just can't believe that we're less than 2 weeks away from Christmas. Like this 2023 has just flown by. It's crazy.
It is crazy. I think it was Miss Debbie had posted something, and I think it said like Christmas is whatever days away. I forget what it was now, and I'm just like, you got to be kidding me! I haven't even bought one single present. Nothing. Haven't even decorated. Haven't done shit. Like I feel like now I did hang the Christmas lights like outside our balcony, and like
Yeah.
some Christmas lights and stuff, but nothing inside. And it's like almost to the point now. It's like, why even bother? Because by the time I get it up, it's going to have to be time to take it down
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. That's why it's funny. Like we had a discussion with my lady and her family because I think her mom wanted to decorate like right after Thanksgiving. And her dad was like, "No, it's a little too early." I'm like, "No, I don't think it's too early. Like, I feel like you need to have, you're doing all this work. You need to have it up as long as possible
Mm-hmm.
within a reasonable time. So if you put it up in late November, you have it up for a month. And some people, like my mom, used to take everything down on January 1st. That was her thing.
Yeah.
So like you have it up for 5, 6 weeks. I think that's plenty of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That definitely is plenty of time. What's up, chat? Hope everybody is doing great this Wednesday afternoon, evening, depending where you're at. Melissa, what's up? Don, I see you. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Got Stay Faithful podcast in the house. What's good? Tanya, what's up, sis? Got TL's lady in the house. What's good? What's good? My guy Ty. What's up, Ty? Ty made me and Z a couple t-shirts to wear to the events we're going to on Saturday in
Oh,
Arizona
nice.
that say 49 Faithfully podcast on them. So he got us looking fresh and ready to go. I appreciate you.
Is he gonna be there too?
I don't think so.
I saw
He
he
didn't
was
tell
at
me
like
he was.
wasn't he like at the Ty? Tell me if I'm wrong. I thought I saw you at the Cowboy Eagles game. I saw you in the stands,
Yeah,
I believe. Was that
I
right?
saw
Oh,
that.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I was like, is he at the Cowboys? But he's still
Yeah,
repping them
he was
Niners though.
repping. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
what he
awesome.
posted a photo that said representing something like even here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Alberto, what's up, Alberto? Yeah, me and Tanya were talking about that too on Twitter. Like she's like, I love that game, and like me too. That was back in our when we were kids, acting like gangsters, shooting the birds. What's up,
Duck hunt.
Throwback? Hope you're doing well. David McNiner, what's good? Renee Cruz, what's up? What's up? 49er minded. What's good? Oh, there it is. Yes. Hi, Miss Debbie. She said, it's a wonderful winning Wednesday, faithful. Christmas is 12 days away, y'all. That's what it is. 12 days. Hi, Miss Deb.
Ty, I'm glad you finished that sentence because you had me confused for a second. You see this first one?
No, not yet. Hey, Eric. I appreciate you. He showed up after, he's a Seahawks fan. He showed up after we beat them both weeks to congratulate us. So shout out to you, Eric. Appreciate it. It was a good game. We're going to get into it right now. Definitely was a good game. Let's see. Who did I miss? Look who's here at the start of the show. Oh my goodness. Tia. What's good, Tia? Good to see you. Got the bird Buffett. Rob D, what up? What up? Bang bang Vegas Niner gang. That's right. I was at the Cowboys game making sure didn't. Oh.
I was like, what?
Okay.
That's funny.
Oh, see, she's working. Enjoy your lunch. Hope work goes by quickly. What is this? Yep, I did see this. Throwback says we can open with this since now I'm caught up on everybody. And for those that aren't in the chat, watching on replay, whatever it is, hi to you guys as well. We appreciate you all being here. Even if you aren't in the chat, we appreciate you being here just the same. Throwback says, breaking news. The NFL owners have unanimously approved and awarded Super Bowl. I don't even know what number that is. But the Super Bowl that's in February 2027, which is the 2026 season, right? Yep.
Correct.
Will be, I thought I had read that it was at 49ers Stadium.
Yeah, I think that was in 2026. So it would be the 2025 season.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought that's the one that he was posting. That this
Yeah, it was 2026 was
so
the one
they
that's
did announce today that the 49ers will have the Super Bowl in Santa Clara, right?
Correct.
The 2025 season, the 2026 year.
Correct. Yep. So
Right.
we're pretty much a year ahead of the a year ahead of the Rams, like usual.
Okay. So yeah, hopefully we can win it this year in Vegas, and then we can win it again once it's there in our own home stadium. Then we could win it again in our second home stadium. So
exactly.
Sounds like a great plan.
Yes.
But yeah, appreciate you all being here. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Let's get into it. This game, I think, what were our, let me look up our score predictions from last week. So I had said 35-10. You had said 30-20. What was the score?
28-16.
So you're pretty close. 30-20, 28-16, pretty close. This game was kind of hectic. Like, I feel like it started out amazing, right? Obviously, with CMC busting off that long run to start the freaking game. I'm like, man, if this is any way, showing us how this game's going to be, like, this is awesome, right? I did feel bad for him, though, because he runs all the way down there, gets to like the 1-2 yard line, gets tackled, and then he has to get taken out of the game. Right, and then bring him the backup and gets to score the touchdown that CMC did all the work for.
Yeah.
And then after, real quick in the presser after the game, he said, well, that's what happens, when you break off a long one and you don't score. He's like, they always take you out of the game. They think you need a breather, you need to rest because you just ran that far, He's like, so that shows you, when you do that, you have to score or else you're going to get taken out of the game and the next guy's going to get to score your touchdown. I'm like, yeah. And then, it kind of was like, and I said this to the guys last night, I felt like after that, after us scoring the first touchdown, the next few times the offense went out, I feel like it was just like the Eagles game all over again.
Yes.
Like 3 and out. The offense can't get anything going. It's like straight throw plays. Like ball's not going to CMC. It's like everything's just like, and I'm like, oh my God, not this again. But at least I had just watched it happen during the Eagles game. So I'm like telling myself, like, I just watched them get through this. Okay. So the offense is going to get rolling. They're going to get in a rhythm. Like, I know what this offense is capable of. So I just kept telling myself that through the 3 and out, through this, through that, and sure enough, they got it figured out and got it rolling. The defense, man, for Charvarius Ward to go out on the second play of the game and them have to move Diamador out of the slot back to the outside. They had to move what's his face into the slot. What's his name?
Ambry.
No, Ambry and Diamador were on the outside. The guy that was playing the slot before that had got benched.
Oh, Isaiah Oliver?
Yeah. And then they had to bring Isaiah Oliver in to play in the slot. And there was like no drop off. Like those corners fucking held it down throughout the game. For us losing our number one corner that fast, The guy that normally locks up DK, like DK had 2 catches and you could tell, like, man, they shut him down. He was in his head. He freaking slammed his fucking helmet onto the helmet warmer,
bench
broke
and
that.
broke it.
He's like
Yeah.
throwing the helmet over here, fighting with people. You know, the Fred Warner getting into his head, that whole thing that started that fight. Like, and then it comes out after the game that Kyle told them, whoever gets in DK's like under DK's skin the most is going to get a Christmas present.
That's awesome.
So that's Fred Warner. But yeah, I think it was, an awesome game. Obviously, we took care of business. At the end of the day, I don't care if they win by 1 point or they win by 40 points. Yeah, it's better to watch, if they're kicking ass and they win by 40 points. But at the end of the day, we just need the win. We need the win and move on to the next week. So give me your thoughts of this game.
Yeah. DK Metcalf, he's lucky that Juwan Jennings don't play on defense. He would have really got under his skin.
Man, for being such a big, tough, guy, like he might need some help.
He might need some anger management or something. Or it was funny. Somebody posted earlier on Twitter, like, Draymond Green, Dre Greenlaw, and DK Metcalf should get into a fight. And I was like, man, Dre Greenlaw, knock all them fools out. Business as usual for the 49ers, like you said. And it's funny because, like, the Eagles, remember I told you I had slept the first quarter of the Eagles game, and I woke up and I was like, what's up with this, us not having any points and -6. So for you to be like, yeah, like it's all over again for the 49ers, that's crazy. But once we get clicking, we're very hard to stop. Like, it's just, it's one of those things where, like, when we're hitting on all cylinders, like well-oiled machine, it's awesome. It was close for a minute. At one point it was the Eagles Eagles. I got the Eagles in my mind, so I guess Seahawks ripped 10-7. And I was like, oh, okay, this might be a pretty close game. And all of a sudden stuff. We were talking about the spread last show, how it was fluctuating with with Geno being out and all this other stuff. And so, yeah, it's crazy. Like you said, I don't care if we win by 3 scores or by, Jake Moody kicking a game with 1 field goal. I don't care, as long as we keep winning. And, shout out, this is probably the last time you'll ever hear me say this, shout out to Dallas for going out there and doing their thing. And, so, yeah. And I had posted weeks ago, like, what, I'm tired of hoping for other teams to go out there and winning for us. Like, we need to go and take our own business. And guess what? That's what we've done. Went out there and took our own business, went into Philly, gave them that work, gave the Seahawks that work. So yeah, we're going out and doing our thing. So, and now we're sitting all alone on, excuse me, first seed, and we're the only ones who have clinched so far, which is crazy. Only team after what? This is going to the 14 weeks now. The only team in the NFL that has clinched a playoff spot. So yeah, shout out to the 49ers.
Yeah. I have a bunch of other things to talk about along with that clinching the playoff spot. And so we'll get to that in a little bit. But let's get to the flowers. Let's give out our flowers for this game. And chat, we have a bunch of giveaways lined up, but we're going to do it like we did it the last couple weeks. So about halftime of the show, we'll do the first set, and then we'll close out, with the other set. So hang tight. We'll have you guys start entering your numbers shortly. Do not enter them now because they will not count. So yeah, let's give out some flowers for this game. I'm going to start. I have a bunch written down here. Lots of flowers to go out, but I'm going to start with Jair Brown. Got an interception this game. Almost had 2. Almost had possibly 3. He had talked about in his presser about how Fred Warner stole the interception that Fred Warner got, how he stole that interception from him because Jair Brown said that when he was running to go get that interception, he saw Fred Warner running towards him to get it as well. And he said, that Fred, he could tell he was just hauling ass. So pretty much that Jair Brown had to make a business decision and pull back. He's like, because he would have ended up running straight through me. So I thought that was pretty funny. But, like, they showed videos of him like breaking down the huddle before the game, like he's to come in as a rookie, to get thrown in partway through the season, he's totally taken this role, and there hasn't been no drop off. He, is just like the team's the team through their pressers are talking about it too, how he's just like a natural leader, and you can see that. So shout out to him. I think he's been playing his ass off, and he's just getting better. Obviously, each game that he plays, he's getting better, and that's exactly what we want to see from our rookies. So yeah, to be thrown in the fire and holding his own, making freaking plays. I've been so excited for this guy since the minute I heard his name coming to the 49ers. Yep. Like, I've been so hyped for him. And I'm so glad that, he had been working his ass off and was ready when his name was called.
Yeah. And, it was funny, like, we're doing our yearly mock drafts and stuff like that. And we had talked about this guy, but we're both like, I don't know if he'll be there. Like, I was shocked he was still there in the third round, to be honest. Like, I thought he was like a early to mid second round pick. So when he was there, I was just sitting here like, man, I hope it's Jair Brown, because me and you were screaming safety all off season, like safety. Like, I get it. People kept talking edge and all this other stuff, which we ended up addressing edge during the season, with Randy Gregory and Chase Young. But I was like, man, we're so thin at safety. Me and you were talking about it, and yeah, we got the guy that we didn't even think that was going to be there. So the fact that he's there, I mean, his IQ is amazing. I'm a Big Ten fan in college football. So, I've seen him play for a few years, and I kept looking at his IQ. I'm like, man, this dude is just a ball hawk. He's wherever the play goes. He's a great tackler. He blitzes. He doesn't get beat deep. Like, the dude is just I think the only thing that had him drop was he had like an injury, beginning of the season, and then he's a little undersized, like being like 5'10", but man, the dude can play. Dude was just all over the field. So yeah, he was going to be my pick, and I knew
I can't wait to see him and Hufanga together once, next season. Like,
yeah, because Gibson, unfortunately, I mean, he's been good for us, but this is his last year, being in his going into his mid-30s and stuff. We found our safety tandem for the future. I want a Dante Whitner, Deshaun Golson type of impact, where it's like people are scared to catch the ball over the middle and give me them alligator arms. But yeah, so he was the one I was going to pick, so I'm going to go with somebody else. I'm going to go Isaiah Oliver for stepping in. Went in there, had 5 tackles. End up doing his thing. Hasn't been playing for a while because he was playing so poorly. But maybe the bench and lit a fire under him a little bit, where he's like, man, and all we heard all off season, like, oh, he knows the system. He's a great tackler, yeah, but the man couldn't cover me right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be funny, but you know what I'm saying? Like, his coverage was terrible. So yeah, Isaiah Oliver, for you to come off the bench and come in and do well with 5 tackles and stuff, kudos to you. So you started off with the defense, so I'll start off with the offense and pass it to you. I'm gonna go with Debo. These last couple weeks, dude's just been on fire. And everybody was like, oh, he's finally playing up to his potential. Yeah, because he's finally in shape. You know what I'm saying? Like, last year, he talked about how he was out of shape and stuff like that because all the contract stuff. But yeah, the dude, we've always talked about how great of a weapon he is with the ball in his hands. You give him the CMC of the ball, got the top two to 3 weapons on this team. And like you said it last week, if Debo continues to play like this, man, it just opens it up for everybody. Like, it's like we go back to you need to pick your poison. You cover Ayuk, you put 2 men on Ayuk, cool. Debo's gonna beat you. You want to double up Debo, then Ayuk will beat you, or Kittle will beat you, whoever the case may be. Like, you put CMC in the slot, he'll beat you. Whatever the case may be. Like, this team right now is just so dangerous, and yeah, and I don't want to jinx it, but yeah, if we keep playing like this and we stay injury free, it's curtains for everybody else. Show's gonna be over.
Yeah. I'm going to throw out one more defense, and then I'll go over to my offensive guy. And kind of like a combo, and I brought him up earlier, but that's Lenore, and I'm going to throw in Ambry with him. And just for, to be able to, for Lenore to be obviously practicing for the slot, for the last how many weeks, started the game in the slot, and then, second play of the game has to then move to the outside. That's not an easy thing to do. Then they're covering a great wide receiver tandem in Metcalf and Lockett, and they held them both under 100 yards. Lockett had 89 yards. Metcalf had 2 catches, 52 yards. You can't get more locked down than freaking Metcalf only having 2 fucking catches in the game. But overall, the entire defense played freaking lights out. We thought going into this game that it was a possibility they wouldn't have one of their running backs, possibly 2 of their running backs. They ended up having both of their running backs. Zach Charbonnet was held to 44 yards and Walker was held to 21 yards. You can't, and that's without no Eric Armstead. Kinlaw started, filled in for Eric Armstead and played great. And yeah, they've been shutting down the run game, and I love to see that. But yeah, the defense overall held a great game. I know, Diamador Lenore, obviously with the fight, he got ejected. But the heat of the battle, I'm not mad at the young guy for that. Like, he wants to go in there, stick up for his, for his captain, for his vet. Yeah, obviously Shanahan was pissed that he got thrown out, blah, blah, blah. Me as a fan, I'm not mad at it.
No.
It didn't, the game was almost over. He didn't cost us the game. Like, nothing like that. And it just showed, Fred said, oh, I know he wanted to show that he had my back and whatever, but, I already know that. And it's like, yeah, you already do know that, but still, like it doesn't hurt to see it once in a while that you guys got your back, like Greenlaw's always out there freaking fighting and freaking all this shit, but Diamador Lenore does one thing and it's like people want to jump down his fucking throat.
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy.
Like,
it's not like he does it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't do it all the time.
Shit to get in trouble up until this point.
Well, this is his 3rd year, and this is his first time ever getting ejected. Like, I ain't even mad at the young man.
Hell
like,
no.
I like that fighting him and showing that, sticking up for your teammate. Yeah, people all up in an uproar. You need to keep your cool, Diamo. Miss me with that. Like, it's one incident. Now, if it continues, it's a different story.
Exactly.
But that's I'm not pissed at it at all.
No, and he knows, like Shanahan said, he called, like he texted him apologizing, like, he knows. So like I'm not expecting it to be an issue moving forward,
Nah.
But yeah, I think he's been great this entire season up until this point, Lenore, especially, starting the season playing outside. Then, like we said, what's his face was playing ass. So, Lenore has to then take over in the slot. And it's like, so shout out to him. And shout out to Embry too, because he made it all possible. If he was playing ass, out there outside, Diamador Lenore would have never been able to move to the slot, and we would have just had to take ass in the slot. So either way, but yeah, so the defense playing great. I think they've been playing awesome since we came back from the bye. My offense, I'm gonna go with my guy Brandon Ayuk, and we'll close this section up and move into the next section where I have all these little milestones, I guess, that the players made. So Brandon Ayuk hit his 1,000 yards this game. 1,000 yards for the season. Still has 4 games left. So shout out to him. But overall, and I had brought this up last night, like looking at these stats, to look at our receiving core and see Deebo Samuel, 7 receptions, 149 yards, averaging 21.3 yards a catch. Brandon Ayuk, 6 receptions, 126 yards. So 2 receivers over 100 yards, averaging 21 yards a catch. George Kittle, 3 receptions for 76 yards, averaging 25.3 yards a catch. So all 3 of our top guys averaging over 21 yards a freaking catch. But, supposedly it's like a dink and dunk, situation going on. So yeah, I'm going to go to Brandon Ayuk. Like I said, he hit his 1,000 yards, which puts him, he's at 1,053 right now with 4 games left.
Yeah.
So, back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons for him. In comparison, last year, he barely just made it. He had, in this season, 1,015 yards.
I know, it's crazy.
So, and, to finish the season with that, and already he's at way over that with 1053 with 4 games left.
4 games, yeah.
Is awesome and shows what a difference, like, because remember, we started off the season, he had to start off the season with Trey Lance, and then they moved to Jimmy Garoppolo, and then it was not till towards the end after Jimmy got hurt that they got Brock. So the receivers, they didn't have rapport with all these quarterbacks, like it was up and down for them. They had to, go through all this weird shit last season, having 3 different quarterbacks. So, it shows what a difference it makes once you have, the guy under center, the same guy the entire season, and a guy that's not afraid to air it out, So, yeah. With that said, though, a couple more things that happened in this game. CMC, well, and just things just to throw out there to talk about. Kittle right now sits at 811 yards for the season, so very well he could have 1,000-yard season.
Yeah, I think he'll get there.
Debo is at 739 receiving yards and 161 rushing yards. So, I mean, he'd have to have 4 great games. But I mean, what this game he had 148 yards,
or something like that. Yeah, so, he was up there. Yeah,
I mean, it could be possible.
I think this is gonna be Kittle's game this time. They're gonna look at Arizona's probably looking at the tape for the last 2 weeks and seeing how much Debo's being used more. So they're gonna start focusing on him, and then I think Kittle's gonna go off.
Yeah. Also in this game, with the rushing touchdown that Debo scored, that put him at 19 career rushing touchdowns, which is the most in NFL history by a wide receiver. So, like, man, the offense is just playing freaking lights out. Like, it just goes to show you what having a real quarterback finally. Like I was telling the guys last night, like he just makes some plays, and this, like I was such a big Josh Allen fan, like, and I'm a football fan in general, so I watch tons of football. And like I'd be watching these other quarterbacks play for these other teams, and it's like I'd be like, why can't the 49ers have that? Like why do we have to suffer through this fucking horrible quarterback play and go through all this bullshit? Why our wide receivers have to suffer? Like I knew Brandon Ayuk was the fucking guy since before we even drafted him in college, and it's like all these people like, oh, he ain't shit. He's not a number 1 wide receiver, like talking so much shit about him just because he didn't have a fucking quarterback to use him, So it's like I'm always watching these quarterbacks. It's like, what did we do so wrong that we can't have a great quarterback? Like we have all this talent on our team and can't figure out the fucking quarterback position. Like it's so annoying for so many years now. And now I'm watching our quarterback saying like pinching myself, like, wow, we have that guy now. Like we have a quarterback finally. Like we have a quarterback. And if you can't open your eyes and see it on the play, like you can't look at that he's leading the charts in every single freaking category, almost first. Looking at Brandon Ayuk over 1,000 yards, looking at Kittle probably definitely ending the season over 1,000 yards. Debo's going to be right up there. CMC has 400. He'll probably have like maybe 700-800 receiving yards by the end of the season.
Possibly, yeah.
It's like man. It's awesome that we have a baller at quarterback. We have ballers all around him, and we have a coach that finally trusts his quarterback, and you can definitely tell by the play calling.
And vice versa, a quarterback that trusts him. A quarterback that trusts, whatever play is going to be there, he sees it before. That's where the anticipation comes from with Brock. You know what I mean? He trusts what Kyle is putting on the field. So, it's crazy. Yeah, you're the same way, and it was always one of those things where it's like, man, like it was kind of like a thing with Kyle, kind of like if it happens to me once, shame on you. Happened to me twice, shame on me. Where it's like he's getting his quarterbacks hurt. Like what I mean? We looked at the RG3 situation, and I really can't say anything about Jimmy because he was hurt in New England too. But then we couldn't get what was it, 2020 or whatever case when we went through like 3 quarterbacks that year as well. Jimmy got hurt. Then you had Nick Mullins get hurt. CJ, like it was just an absolute mess. And you look at last year, what happened. So now it's funny, like it hasn't happened yet, but it's looking like you have a quarterback healthy for a full season, you get to the Super Bowl at least. You know what I mean? And so in
Mhm.
2019, Jimmy played a full season. And we ended up going to the Super Bowl. So yeah, it's like I said, I think when it comes down to it, it comes down to health with this team. Like we should have won multiple Super Bowls already after our fifth. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, it hasn't happened. It's looking like the 2024 Super Bowl is looking like it could be our year if everything goes right for us, and then we'll be past the Cowboys. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So I'm
I
gonna
love
get
how
off.
you threw that in there.
I'm gonna get off screen real quick. I need to get some water. My throat's super scratchy right now.
Okay.
All right.
Let me say what's up to a few people. We got Sin in the house. What's up, Sin? Hope you're doing well, sis. Appreciate you coming through. We got BC in the house. What's up, Brian? Actually, I'll go ahead and have you guys start entering your numbers while he's gone. For the first giveaways, we're gonna draw, like for the first set, we're gonna draw Bosa, CMC, and Trent Williams. So go ahead and get your numbers in 1 through 100. No duplicates. Good luck. Good luck. Let me show you guys real quick what we got. All right, so for the first set, we're going to be drawing. This Bosa is a Tidal Wave 2022 Defensive Player of the Year card. There's such a weird glare right here.
We started the numbers. Okay, let me find the first
Yeah.
one.
So we'll be drawing that one. We'll be drawing CMC, a clear one.
Okay.
And then we'll be drawing Trent Williams. Big Trent. He almost fills up the entire card.
That's a big dude.
Yeah. So that's what we'll be drawing with the first set. So get those numbers in. Let me finish saying what's up to some people. We got Rod in the house. What's up? What's up? Appreciate you coming through. I saw he had asked a question. You can go ahead and answer if you would like. He asked if Josh Allen has regressed. What are your thoughts on that? We also got OG, or we'll think about it for a second. Let me finish saying what's up to these people. What's up, OG? I see you. Got Jason in the house. What's good? What's good? Here's this question. Let me start. Brandon, what's up, B? Good to see you. Good to see you. Chrissy, what's up, Chrissy? We got Eddie G in the house. What's good? What up, Steve-O? Let me see if I missed anybody. I see you, Lo. What's good? I think that's everybody. If I missed you, I apologize, but I hope everybody is doing great. Yeah. Brad had asked, because I had said Josh Allen was one of my favorite quarterbacks to watch. If Josh Allen has regressed. And real quick, my thoughts on it are I definitely think something is up. And I'm glad, like for so many years, like I was like, man, if we could just have Josh Allen as our quarterback, like I would think about Josh Allen being our quarterback, but I'm kind of glad that, at the end of the day, Josh Allen ain't our quarterback. Whether he's regressed or not, I don't really know, but his play is definitely crazy. The team around him, like the whole situation with him and Diggs and the trust and the fighting and like, that's crazy. Like I hate when the number one wide receiver and the quarterback like are fighting like a TO situation, and like I can't stand that. Maybe like it seems like Josh Allen's been kind of weird though since like the coach left.
Brian Dable. I was about to say. I was gonna say the same thing.
So I don't think it's just this season. I think it's been since Dayball left the last 2 years that he's been like crazy. Because remember when he first started, his interceptions were crazy high, and it's like Dayball came, he got it. It seemed like he got that situation figured out, and so like Josh Allen would throw his always his interceptions, but they were down lower, and then these last couple of years, it's like they're back through the roof. Like he's just all over the place again. And the fact that they never have a true freaking run game.
I was about to say same thing too.
I don't know whether it's they can't. I don't know what it is. If that's a coaching thing, they don't. I don't know, but he doesn't have no run game to ever help him except for his own self. It seems like the last few weeks, they kind of tried to get their run game going a little bit, but man, this has like been a years thing that he don't have a fucking running game to fucking help him. So it's just constantly left on him to do everything.
Yeah. So that's kind of funny. You kind of said exactly what I was going to say. It's like, seems like when Brian Dable took that New York Giants job, things have been different in that offense. Like, I feel like they're pressing more and trying to force more stuff, and like you said, to the running game, like, get this man a running game. Like, what is up with that? Like, like somebody, like, let's just say he had somebody like an Austin Eckler on his team where he could check down to and can throw screen passes. So I think that would open up the offense a little bit more, because now you have to worry about the running back beating you. But I don't remember the last time they had a run game. I'm like, man, who? Like, so yeah, I think that's one of those things where it's like, I think teams are like, well, they don't have a run game, so we'll just keep our linebackers right there in the box, and we'll just maybe have the safeties come up a little bit, and because really, and then too, Dawson Knox has been hurt for a few weeks too. So really, I mean, let's be honest. Gabe Davis is cool, but he's not like somebody that's like, oh, like, I think he's a number 2 on that team, but you realistically, on a decent offense, he'd probably be the third receiver. You know what I mean? He's like, but like, I don't think he's a number 2. And
he
then
has like one good game and then he disappears.
Yeah, like he'll have, and his good game it'll be because it's like a 70-yard deep ball that he gets. Like, he'll beat his corner deep, and then you won't hear from him the rest of the game. And then it's like, oh, why? How did he get 100 yards receiving? Oh, because one play he got 75 yards. You know what I mean? So as far as him regressed, I mean, I guess you can say maybe, but I don't think it's really all due to him. Like, other than Diggs and like Dawson Knox, they really don't have anybody. Like, but yeah, I think you get them in a decent run game, and I think you'll see a different Josh Allen, in my opinion.
Yep, I agree. Melissa, yes, I did have him on the list because, I mean, that play where he just decided to run, even though, like, I'm still so pissed off that it didn't count, especially because Ronnie Bell had slipped and hit the guy, and that's what they ended up fucking flagging him on. And it's like so ridiculous because it's not like he meant to fucking tackle the guy. Like, you could clearly tell he slipped into him, but the fact that they asked Kyle about it, and Kyle's like joked, and he's like, yeah, I finally called my first ever fake punt, and he's like, no, he's like, really, I didn't, And so the fact that Mitch he's already been hella good this entire season.
He has.
Like, man, guy's been kicking out of his mind. But for him to just make the call on his own, like, they asked him, oh, did you see it in tape, that would make you think like you could be able to do this against the Seahawks, blah, blah. He's like, no. He's like, when I got the ball in my hands, I saw that I could run. He's like, so I ran.
Yeah.
So the fact that he just made that decision, he didn't give a shit, like if Kyle would have got mad or didn't, like if his coach is going to get mad, like he didn't care. The fact that he hit 20 miles per hour running.
Dang, I know. That's
and,
crazy.
For Kyle to say he's never called a fake punt, the fact that we just saw it happen, I definitely think it's something that, like, if Mitch sees in the future that he thinks, like there's not an end coming down, towards him, and he thinks he can get through and take off, man, fucking do it. Take advantage of this guy's freaking athletic ability,
exactly.
Like the guy, he got some skills back there.
Yeah,
that Aussie.
Yeah, that little rugby background.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny too, because you remember when we drafted him, John Lynch was like talking highly of him. He was just like, man, we don't see him as a punter. He can be used as a secret weapon too, but you've never seen it. Now you can tell, like you said, he hit 20 miles an hour. It's crazy. The dude's an athlete. And it's funny, I didn't realize how old he was too. He's like 26, 27 already.
Yeah.
So yeah, the fact that, and that could be something that Kyle can use like in the playoffs if he needs to. Like, if I don't really enjoy being cute at times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it's something that's going to throw the team off, off their game and off guard, hey, do it. Hey, I don't mind him doing a play like that at all. It was actually awesome to see.
Yeah, I agree. At last call, everybody get your numbers in. Get your numbers in. Brian says, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, shout out to special teams. Been holding it down lately. Get your numbers in. We're about to draw the first set of giveaway winners. While we do that, a couple other things, some nerdy things I found interesting was that Purdy this was his 7th game straight, completing 70% or more of his passes. The last player to do it for 8 straight games was Joe Montana. So if against the Cardinals, Purdy again completes 70% more of his passes, he will have tied, and that's not just for 49ers, that's in NFL history ever. He'll have tied Joe Montana. So that's pretty awesome. Like all these, little stat things, some people are into it, some people are not. But at the end of the day, other quarterbacks aren't in the same categories that he is. And he's in there with great company. So it's not like it's just like scrub little statistic, things. It's like some big deal things. Like to be completing 70% of your freaking passes, like consistently every game. Like, man. Debo with this game, he was the second player in NFL history with 100 plus receiving yards, a receiving touchdown, and a rushing touchdown in back-to-back games. The only other person to have it was Timmy Brown in 1960.
Dang. First thing when you said Tim Brown, I was thinking the one from the Raiders back in the 80s and 90s.
Nope.
But this is somebody totally different. Okay.
Timmy Brown. Yep.
Dang. Yeah. I don't even know
1960.
That's crazy.
With the Bosa sack this game, it put him at the 3rd most sacks in 49er franchise history now. So he's moving his way up the board. It seems like Bosa's back. It seems like, we got Bosa back.
Yep.
It only took about, a bunch of games to get here, but
about 10 weeks.
But we here.
Yeah, we here.
All right, let's draw these giveaway winners. We're going to draw the numbers first, and then we'll figure out who they belong to. So the first number is going to be for Bosa, speaking of, and it's going to be number 1.
Oh, dang. I don't think we've ever had a number 1 on this show.
I don't think so either. Next is going to be for CMC. 26.
All right, so number 1. Let me see that first.
And then the next one is for Trent. Big Trent, 33.
All right, so we're doing 3 giveaways. Okay, let me see here. And for the people that are just, playing this game for the first time and getting in the drawing, so how it works is if there's a number where, let's just say the number is 28. Somebody has 32 and then somebody has 24. 24 is going to win because they're under. If you go over, you don't win, if that makes sense. So if there's a equal amount of numbers in between the winning number, the one underneath wins. Okay, let's get that off there.
If you go over, you can still win, just not.
Yeah, you can still win. Just if you're in a
situation.
tiebreaker. Exactly. Let me see here. So looks like for the first card with number 1, it looks like it's Brian Cope. He has number 3.
All right, BC. It's Bosa. Bosa tidal wave going to BC. Again, this is for his defensive player of the year last year.
Can you tell me that second number again?
It is 26.
Oh. Brandon is the winner he hit the nail on the head. Exactly 26.
All right. Let's see what else he gets, because when you guess it exactly right,
You get an extra
you get a
prize.
draw on the mystery box. Let me get this. First one going into his bag is CMC.
Okay.
And again, if you don't win on these three, we have 4 more to close the show with, so stand by and we'll do another giveaway. All right, so this was Brandon. All right, Brandon, let's see what else you got. There's a bunch of random, I got goodies all bagged up, so I don't want to look. Just going to randomly pick him out one, see what he gets. Oh, well,
Brandon
something that
Ayuk.
we're giving away later. But Brandon Ayuk, rookie card. It's hard to find these babies these days.
Yeah.
Rated rookie, Brandon Ayuk. Shout out to you, Brandon. Adding that Brandon for the Brandon.
That's crazy. And what's the third number?
33.
Okay. Let me make sure nobody hit it on the head.
Hey, Tony.
Okay. I just went down. Let me go back up. Steve-O Supremo with 32.
All right, Steve-O. Congrats, Steve-O. Steve-O gets big old Daddy Trent.
Silverback.
Big belly Trent. Congrats to the winners. The guys taking over the prizes today. Steve-O. All right.
I feel like Brian's been winning a lot lately.
I got so much shit to mail them. It's crazy. And to end the show, we're ending with Debo. We have a Brandon Ayuk rookie card. We have a Jerry Rice. And we have a Joe Montana. So that's what we'll be ending
got the
with.
2 legends at the end, huh?
Yep.
Nice.
Going out with the bang. So yeah, we'll end the show with those. So stick around. We'll get to them in a little while. Yeah, let's get into this Cardinals game I'm going to. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Leaving Friday. We're out of here. And yeah, we got 2 days worth of 49ers stuff to do. Saturday, we're going to a couple events, 49ers events, John Chapman's events with, the whole gang. We're going to the Gold Bar event Saturday morning. And I'll be with, the one, the only Miss Debbie. Also, Denise G is coming down with us. So yeah, the ladies are taking over. Zona better watch out. But
Melissa said she needs photos.
This game's going to be obviously a lot different than the first time that we played them. A big difference is the quarterback. Obviously, they got Kyler Murray back. And I just can't stand this little fucker. Like, really.
He gives us
he's
so many
like
problems.
One of those ones where it's like, yeah, like you think that he's getting they're going to sack him. And then all of a sudden it's like he just like squirts out from between their legs and he's like, and like gone. And it's just like, seriously, like a little mouse running around a freaking mouse trap
in your home
like,
or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh my, yeah. Could like one that you're going chasing underneath the refrigerator and around. Like, oh my gosh. But so far, I mean, Hollywood Brown, he hasn't practiced this week yet with a heel injury. He missed last week with the same heel injury. Didn't practice last week. Their rookie, Michael Wilson, he did not play last week. However, he has practiced this week, and they said that it looks like he's ramping it up and he will probably play this week. So, I mean, the quarterback can do all he want. If you don't have anybody to throw the ball
You
to,
ain't got no
that kind of makes
weapons.
it difficult, right? And then they have a shit ton of people out, like on the defense. Like, I don't know which ones have been out for weeks because I haven't been keeping up with them. Like, they're so
Yeah.
irrelevant at this point. But I'm still not sleeping on this team. Like, we've
No.
seen before, obviously, that this team has beat us when they had a backup quarterback and they've had this and they had that. So it division rival, division teams, like it's crazy. Anything can happen. Like when I do my predictions at the beginning of the season, I usually always will split division rivals just because no matter how good or bad one or the other is, they always seem to play each other tough.
Absolutely.
That being said, this year before the season, I did not put splitting with Arizona. I put that we would sweep them.
Same.
And I think that we sweep the entire division this season. So I
You
am
did.
not changing that up. Our injuries as of right now, the practice report for today was not looking great. We have, let me pull it up real quick. So Daryl Luter Jr. was back at practice full today. Elijah Mitchell was limited. Out of practice, Eric Armstead, Javon Hargrave, Charvarius Ward, Dre Greenlaw, Ross Dwelly, Spencer Burford, and Oren Burks. So we know Oren Burks is probably going to be out for a few games. We lost him during this game, and Kyle said that they're going to have to shut him down, whatever that means. Armstead, remember Kyle had said 1 or 2 weeks, he's most likely out. So if he doesn't practice this week, I'm not expecting him to play. I'm expecting Kinlaw will start in his place. Hopefully, if Armstead's out, Hargrave returns, because if we're out both of them, then I don't want to even know. Like, for real, that little mouse is going to be running everywhere. Charvarius Ward, after the game, Kyle didn't make it seem like it was this big deal. Like, he made it seem like, oh, he'll be back, but he's not practicing. So take that for what it is. Greenlaw had returned back to the game after going out with the injury, so maybe it's more of a cautionary thing, hopefully.
Yeah, probably.
Since today is Wednesday, it's just like the beginning of the practice report. So, as the week goes, we'll be able to know more. And Kyle also said that he expected Burford to be practicing this week, yet he was still out today as well. So, I mean, we'll see as the week goes. Like I said, what's up with that? My major concern there is, though, that's a lot of defensive players, and obviously the Armstead Hargrave situation. Obviously, we saw our corners hold it down this last week with a way better wide receiver core than what Arizona had. So if for whatever reason Charvarius Ward can't play this game, I have enough confidence in Diamador Lenore and Ambry Thomas. I never thought I'd be saying that, but I have enough confidence in them to hold it down. So how you feeling about this Cardinals game?
Yeah, I mean, you hit the nail on the head on a lot of points. I mean, we've seen Colt McCoy come in and dog walk us. It's like, what the heck's going on here? And you're right, and kudos to you, because you had us going 6-0 in the division. I had us going 5-1. I thought we were going to have a split between Seattle, but we took care of business both times. So, yeah, we have, I think the spread right now on that game is 12.5. I'm a spread person. I think the only issue with Kyler Murray is that even though he don't have any weapons right now, it's one of those things where if anybody, the thing about him is, he buys time. And if we're not getting home quick enough, it could be an issue where Rondell Moore, can get past our secondary, and that dude's fast. You get him in space, and it's over with. So if he can get past, if Kyler Murray can buy some time with his legs and get him to get open, that might be a problem. But at the same time, if it does happen, I only see it happening maybe once, because then I think we'll make the adjustments to be like, okay, we need to put Jair Brown over the top, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, I think we're doing great. I think we win by at least 10 points. They just, even if we, to me, even if we don't have an Armstead or a Hargrave, I still think we win this game, just because we're just a better overall team. Kalia Davis has been solid.
Mhm.
Javon Kinlaw, he's playing a lot better, than he has been, and he's been healthy. So
Yep.
yeah, I think we win this game. I don't think it's going to be close. Like you said, I'm not overlooking them, but I just think that I don't think it's going to be close. I think we're going to have a situation where it's like 31-10 Niners.
That's what you're going with?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Cardinals have only won 3 games. So
Yeah.
one was against the Cowboys, which is still crazy to think.
Yeah.
One was, who are the other ones? Let me see.
They beat the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yep, the Steelers.
And I don't know who their first win
Falcons.
was against. Falcons. Oh, okay.
So the Cowboys, the Falcons, and the Steelers they have beat. So yeah, I'm not that, concerned of them
Yeah.
at all. The only, if it wasn't a division team, like I would say like we would freaking beat them freaking 60-0, but since it's division team, I have to use a little more common sense. My score prediction this week is 35-13. It's crazy because when we did our score predictions last night, on the Bring the Heat podcast, check it out if you haven't. Me, Ryan, and Bashar all like I write down my score prediction right as I'm having them do theirs, and then I write down each of theirs. So I go last. They don't know what I have written down, until after they go. All 3 of us guess that we're gonna score 35.
Wow.
That's a weird number, right? For all 3 of us to pick.
Yeah, that's crazy. Don just picked 35 as well.
35-10. That's
Yeah,
what
that's
Bashar
yeah.
had. 35-10. Ryan has 35-6, and then I have 35-13.
That's crazy.
Now you 31-10.
To 10, yeah.
I'll
So
see
we're
what
all
Steph has
in the
tomorrow.
30s though. We're all in the
Yep.
30s though. So
Yeah, because I'm not thinking that their defense is. I would guess even that we score even more, because I'm
yeah,
not thinking that their defense is going to be able to stop us. Like,
possibly,
if we scored the points that we did against the Cowboys, who have a way better defense, the points that we scored against the Eagles, who have a way better defense,
yeah.
why would I
And
not
then
think that we score over 30
and then
against
too,
this
if Buda Baker's
chumps?
not playing, we're gonna destroy him because he's, like even though he's on the Cardinals, he's one of my favorite players in the league. That dude is just a dog out there, man. And if he ain't playing,
I
it
didn't
can
see
be a
nothing about him being out, so
it can be a long day for that team.
I don't know where that's coming from, but
Yeah.
I didn't see him on the injury report
Mm.
when I looked anyway. So yeah, chat, go ahead. You can put in your score predictions. Go ahead and drop your numbers for the final giveaway. We'll get those going. And yeah, all that good stuff. Anybody else going to the game in Arizona? Let me know. Because if so, then yes, we continue. Then let me know, because you can come by and say hi if you're going to be there. I'd love to meet up with as many and say what's up to as many of you guys as I can, whoever's going to be there. Also, I get to see Jess. She's going to be there.
Oh, that's right. She did say that. Yeah.
She's going to Chapman's event as well, so she'll
Okay.
be there with us too. It's going to be a good time. Let's see these score predictions. Steve-O, 29-7. That's good. That's good. Tony, 35-13. Being Tony, we're on the same page. Let's see. Lowe says 37-9. I like it. I like it. 31-13. Melissa. 35-10. Don. It's good. Looks like we're gonna be kicking some ass.
All blowouts.
Yep. Those that don't know already, Steve-O put out some info here. Sports Laugh and Chill has their 1-year episode tonight. So make sure that you guys are subscribed to them, and that you guys pull up for the 1-year episode. Gina, she comes, onto our show. She's a friend of the podcast, so go support the homie. They're doing good stuff over there. Her, Rod, they got a whole good group over there putting out some great content. So make sure you guys go check them out. Subscribe to their channel. You started something else. What is this? I don't know why that started. But...
Shani only one to put up over 40 on Dallas and Philly. Jordan Mason got in trouble, mega trouble for his Dallas touchdown. Not sure what you mean by that, Izzy. I'm not sure.
You started, so
I think I went
to talk about
it. no. I went to star Bashar's number on top, but then the chat moved up.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, Marketing Pro?
Over here trolling.
Yeah. That's okay. I'll take the view. Hit the like button while you're here. All right, get those numbers in. Yes, shout out to Gina and Rod. Good peeps. All right, these are the giveaways that we're drawing for in the final. We got Devo, Diamond Hands. We got Jerry Rice, Touchdown Masters with a fire football. We got Joe Melantana, Hollow Fame.
And Jerry Rice would be so much of a problem in today's NFL.
Mm-hmm.
With not being able to touch him after 5 yards, he would destroy those corners.
And then we're ending with the Brandon Ayuk rated rookie. So get those lucky numbers in. Last call. Then we're going to get our asses out of here. I will be back tomorrow at 3 Pacific time with my girl, Steph Sanchez, and the Two Goat Show. So make sure you guys pull through, say what's up. And then that'll be my last show for the week, and I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Hopefully we kick some Arizona ass, continue the bird feast.
That's funny how we've had all these games with birds in a row. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ended with Baltimore.
Yep.
So it's wild.
And hopefully we slay them all.
Yep.
Bird heads for dinner. All right, last call. Everybody got your numbers in? I see numbers still rolling in. Tanya, pick a new number. Like
Izzy.
and subscribe.
Izzy's so funny. It's, death, taxes, and Izzy picking number 57. I'm telling you. That's guaranteed.
Bird feed for the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Cowboys for knocking the freaking Eagles all the way to the 5th seed. You love to see it.
Yeah, that's wild.
Love to
from 1
see
to 5. That's awesome.
Frauds.
And Cowboys manhandled them too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Love to see it. Did Tanya pick a new number? All right.
I don't know. I'm still at
Nobody
the top.
else has 95, hopefully.
Let me see. Let me look down here. Come on.
All right.
Nope.
Let's go.
Nobody else has it.
All right. Drawing. We're drawing the Debo first. 21.
Was that the first number?
Yep.
Oh, Bashar already won with that one.
Okay, well, I don't want to know yet.
Oh,
Jerry
okay.
Rice. 50.
Oh my gosh.
We got Joe Montana. 20. And Brandon Ayuk rookie cards who ends it all. 91. Support a big AA. All right. So, Bashar, you said.
He picked number 21 on the dot, so he gets an extra gift.
All right, let's see. So Bashar gets Debo, Diamond Hands. And let's see what else he gets. All right. Let's see what he's gonna get. We got a Danny Gray jersey card. Rookie card, of course. Going to Bashar. Congrats, Bash. All right, Jerry Rice, number 50.
All right, let me see here. Jerry Rice.
I'm trying to have, once I get back from vacation, I'm doing mailing. So I'm going to try to have everybody's stuff mailed out by New Year's. I want to start the new year with all empty bags for everybody. So,
all right, let me double check this list. Let me see.
So expect all your guys' stuff coming soon.
Winner for that card is Izzy with 57.
All right. Congrats, Melissa. It's Jerry. Jerry, Touchdown Masters. Going to Melissa. Joe Montana, number 20.
Number 20. What will Bashar win twice? Let me see. Number 20.
Probably.
Make sure there's no 19 on here.
This is for Joe Montana, Hall of Fame.
All right,
Hey,
Bashar. Bashar got closest. He's number 21.
All right, Bash gets Joe Montana as well. And then the Ayuk rookie card is number 91.
Okay. Let me see.
Hope you're doing well, sis.
Well, Tanya, it was a blessing to change your number because you won that one. 95.
Congrats, Tanya gets the Brandon Ayuk rookie card, rated rookie. Rare gems these days.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh.
I didn't see something in the chat. Give me a second.
Yes or no?
I don't know. I don't see it on my end. Can you look on yours? Somebody says there's 89 in there, but I don't see it.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's not showing up on my end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see that. Where's it at? Like after who?
After Alberto. At 306.
I have Alberto, Marketing Pro, and then I have Melissa says have fun meeting Patrick Willis.
Yeah, Tony's in between Marketing Pro and Melissa.
Oh,
all right. So then this goes to Tony. Tanya, I'll find you something else to make up for it. So Tony gets Brandon Ayuk, rated rookie. Let me pull Tanya something out of my stash to make up for it. What should we get you, Tanya? Gotta have something good now.
We should probably send her 2 of them.
Here, I'll replace it with the same exact thing. How about that?
Perfect.
All right, Tanya.
Perfect.
Congrats.
Good thing we have some doubles in there.
Yeah, because it's from my own personal collection. Not from the YouTube's collection.
Not from the YouTube.
From my own personal collection.
YouTube's.
Congrats, everybody. Appreciate you all coming through. Appreciate you all participating. Keeping the chat going. It's all appreciated.
Yeah, I rechecked. I'm with you. I didn't see nothing on Buddha Baker either, so I don't know where that came from.
Yeah. That's why I don't just throw out stuff the chat says, because you never know.
Yeah.
What's up, Ryan? I see you. What's up? Yeah, congrats everybody. Any closing thoughts before we get out of here?
No, I think we're good to go. I'm glad that everybody's on the same mindset. I don't think I've seen any score prediction that was close. Yeah, so everybody's expecting a blowout.
Hold on real quick. Bashar had 21, so 21 is only one number away from 20. That's why Bashar won it.
Yeah. Now, if you had 19,
yeah, if you had 19, you would have won. But
exactly.
You're, 4 numbers away, whatever. So Bashar's closer, only one number away.
Yeah.
That's the way it works. That's the way it's always worked. You ain't new.
Miriah, you ain't new. Over here acting brand new. No, I'm just playing.
I know.
But yeah, no, I just, like I said, everybody has the same mindset. I feel like, Niner fans are on a high right now, and just be like, man, I think we're just so excited. Like, and this is honestly the best I've felt about the team since 2019. The best I've felt in 4 years. So yeah, this is we're looking good, and that's all I can ask for.
I feel better about this team than I felt in 2019 because in 2019, that offense, you couldn't freaking count on them to do shit. It had to just, if the defense had an off game, then the team was in fucking trouble. We had to have the defense carry the entire team, and then Raheem carry the entire team through the playoffs. It had we talked about this so many times. Everything had to go just perfect for them to win games in 2019. And this year, the offense is rolling. If the offense has a bad day, the defense can carry. If the defense has a bad day, the offense can carry. And we hope that they both have great days, But yeah, I have way more confidence in this team. I feel that this is the best chance to win the Super Bowl that we've had since we won it.
Yeah. Since we won it,
yeah, man, this team is stacked. It's ready to go. The only thing obviously that can destroy us is injuries. We stay healthy, and I don't see another team that can beat us.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, I feel the same way, and I think the only concern I would have, if there's any, would be the game on Christmas.
Yeah.
But other than that, I feel good for the remaining of the schedule that we have.
Yep.
Yep.
Everybody that's going to the Arizona game, have a safe trip. Travel safely. As I tell you guys before every game, don't let the other team get under your skin, and you have to act a certain way and are paying consequences for the rest of your life that you don't need to. So it's not worth it.
But I want to say one more.
And that's it.
I want to say one more thing because I think it's so comical. As you guys know, we live in Raider country with all these Raider fans, and it was a pathetic showing on Sunday. I mean, they lost 3-0, which is comical. Like, I love to see it, but I know some people that went to the game, and they said that they felt so bad. And it's funny too. The casino of choice is hilarious to me. So because they lost and had such a poor showing of getting goose egged at home, management or whatever, as people were leaving the stadium, were giving Raider fans a $20 gaming card and a free buffet to Circus.
Oh my God.
Hilarious. Everybody's like, "Who's gonna go to Circus?" I'm like, you know what? It's better than nothing.
Mhm.
But still, that's funny. Like they were like, "Oh, we'll pick the the hotel that nobody goes to, and we'll pick Circus Circus for a gaming card." You can tell that's them and Circus Circus working in cahoots for them to get some
Mhm.
people into their casino.
I'd be scared to eat the buffet there. Shit.
Man, I don't know because their steakhouse is pretty good in there. So if the steakhouse is good, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I thought that was hilarious when I was told that.
All right, fam. Yeah, everybody have a safe trip. If you're not going to the game, have a great weekend, a safe weekend. Those that I see tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. If I don't see you tomorrow, I will see you guys back here next week with the 49ers with another dub. So yeah, we're out of here, faithful. Everybody, much love out there. Spread love, not hate. Smile. We appreciate y'all.
See you later, fam.